Well, good afternoon, everybody. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as the mailman, coming to you Easter Sunday from my mama's basement, aka the man cave. Coming to you on this Easter, I hope everybody is having a wonderful, relaxing, and enjoyable day with you and your family. Whether you celebrate Easter or not, please take the day to enjoy it with your family. I have a small family. It's kind of like a very calm day here, not too much going on. This is my long weekend. I work 6 days coming up. Looks like it's going to rain almost every day. So I got that going for me. But it's all right. We're going to take a day to chill. I'm going to get this video out. But I hope everybody's going to have a good day. It's a little quiet day here. We just got the ham in. We got like an 11-pound spiral ham we got going on. I made some homemade potato salad. Uh, got some pineapple stuffing rolling in. Uh, Not too much. You got a nice vegetable. Kind of easy. We got the desserts though. The desserts are there. Yeah, maybe some people will stop over later for the desserts, but just want to say happy Easter to everybody. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the day. We do got some news. There's not a lot of news, but I want to go to this story. Shout out to Ultra Cowboy. I did see it after I got up. But Rasheed Rice is in the news. The Dallas native went to SMU, Super Bowl champion, second round draft pick by the Kansas City Chiefs. Was involved in something. They're looking for him now. So let's go to the local news and we'll get into a little more after that.
Let's take a live look now at 75 Central Expressway near Lovers Lane in Dallas. Just minutes ago, Dallas police told us multiple cars were involved in an accident there in the northbound lanes. You can see it right there in the middle of your screen. At least one person is in the hospital tonight. Traffic has been backed up through this area for several hours. 75 is actually shut down, but drivers are being allowed to get back on it just past Lovers Lane.
Okay, so let me get out of here. So again, they have identified Rasheed Rice's car as being the car that was involved in it. It's a little sketch, you know. Let's just hope that everybody is okay. There was somebody sent to the hospital. Let's hope that they're going to be okay. But Rasheed Rice caught 26 balls in the Super Bowl in the playoff run last year, but it's led to a Super Bowl championship. Like I said, second round pick out of SMU. Really like the player. Not saying anything. We all make mistakes. Let's just wait and see. But when you run, normally you're running for a reason. So let's just hope everything works out for him. He's not. How's that? First and foremost, let's hope that the person in the accident is okay, and let's hope that he's not going to be off the field for too long. Which brings me to my buddy Ultra Cowboy. And he was like, we're all hard on the guys like Micah Parsons for doing podcasts during the year, and I totally agree. Ultra, thank you for bringing that to my attention. It made me realize I've been kind of hard on Micah just because I expect a lot out of him. When you sit there and you critique other people, it makes the spotlight on you that much brighter. But I guess the worst thing in the world is not having a podcast. You could be out running, this, doing stupid stuff. Big year for Sam Williams. Sam Williams has gotten into at least one issue. He likes the speed. That doesn't bode well. He likes the speed. Let's just say that, Sam Williams. But again, another guy who has the sky's the limit for talent. I hope everything works out for Rasheed Rice. And Sam Williams has a big year coming up. But when you look at Micah Parsons, yeah, okay, he does a podcast. Who cares? So maybe I should be less harder on Micah. What he does in season, at least he's not in the headlines. So just wanted to bring that. I hope everybody's okay in that situation. You hate to see it. But as I sit here today, March 31st, Easter, time is flying. Time is absolutely flying. Let me see something here. unbelievable that we're already in March. Um, as we sit here, we are 25 days away from start of the draft. I will be in Detroit on the 24th, the Wednesday of the 24th. Um, the draft obviously is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Um, very, very, very interesting to see where the Cowboys are going to go. I would love to trade down. I just would. I think that makes the most sense for all. But if there's certain guys on the board, we can't do that. And we're going to get to a couple quick mock drafts. I'm going to do two of them. One, uh, well, I don't know. We'll see. I'll do at least one. We'll see how it turns out, and we'll see what options we have available. But before I get to that, we got Stephon Gilmore still out there as a free agent. It doesn't seem like that situation is going to be absolved anytime soon. If I had to put a number percentage on if he's going to return, it's less than 50%. I believe it's less than 50% that Stephon Gilmore is going to be a Cowboy. They did re-sign Jordan Lewis. I would like to see him back for the room. We do have Eric Scott that needs playing time. We have Israel Mukwamu who's in a contract year. We have Nashawn Wright who's in on a contract year. You know, obviously we have Diggs coming back. We have Deron Bland. We have some good bodies. I expect us to pick up one, whether in the draft or via free agency right after the draft. But Stephon Gilmore is a free agent. But just remember, people, the Dallas Cowboys, along with a lot of teams, are looking at that April 29th, the Monday following the draft at 4 p.m. as the deadline. After that, you can sign anybody you want, and you do not lose any of your comp picks that you have accrued up until now. So you're not going to see a lot of movement. Stephon Gilmore is rumored to go to Carolina. Carolina will also wait until that deadline. So we shall see on Gilmore. Maybe they bring him back. I would tend to not. The next name on the list is Jaron Kearse. He's a free agent right now. He's a guy who I wouldn't mind having back, but we have a crowded room with my partner, Primetime Phil. He really likes Wanye Thomas. We got Donovan Wilson, who was injured for most, in training camp, missed a bunch of games, came back, was just hitting his stride in the playoffs. Don't forget Dono, especially in Mike Zimmer's system. We have Marquise Bell. We have Malik Hooker. We might be drafting a safety. So, I mean, I don't know. He's more of a linebacker hybrid. Again, he might be back. He may not be back. If I had to put a percentage grade on Jaron Kearse coming back, I would say even lower. I'm like, if I put Gilmore at 40%, I'll put Jaron at 30%. So I don't believe he's coming back. And the last person I need to talk about is it's gaining steam. And I think this is going to be a thing that's going to happen Monday, April 29th, or shortly after. They're going to work out a deal. Dallas will draft a young running back in the draft, but I really expect Zeke Elliott to return to the Cowboys on a minimal deal, maybe $2 million to $2.5 million. I'm not sure, but I think he's going to return, and he'll probably slide right back into that 21 jersey that he wore with the Cowboys, because 15, I know, is the quarterback Trey Lance, I believe, right? Or is it the punter? Yeah, it's Trey Lance. So I expect Zeke back, people. Let me know what you think. I'm a little, if we're going to put a percentage grade, I would say, as I sit here today, I'm 60% that maybe 65, 70% that Zeke will return. I kind of am like, I wouldn't mind him for pass protection on third downs. So to me, that's a minimal deal. And if that's the case, then, Malik Davis is a practice squad guy. Rico, nobody picked him up or offered him anything. So you'll have some practice squad depth. With the new rule this year, with the quarterback doesn't have to count towards the 53. That also uh, allows you basically to address another player like a Zeke who will be used limited in pass pro and stuff like that. So let's just remember the new rule is you don't have to have your emergency quarterback on the 53-man roster. I like the move. I like the move. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So anyway, I want to get into this here. We're gonna do some mock drafts here, just a couple. We'll let the computer pick. We'll let the computer pick. Um, we'll pick the Cowboys, of course. We'll do 5 rounds. Bing, and we're gonna enter the draft now. Let's just see. Yeah, it's getting exciting. It's getting exciting. We're gonna see what's going on here. Now, we don't have to agree with the names. We don't have to agree with the names that are being taken now, but they're all, for the most part, gonna go before us anyway. So we can argue about, well, this team doesn't matter, but we'll go over it. We'll hold off on all the trade talk. All right, let's go back and look here just real quick. Yes, a Caleb Williams, Drake May. I think they're going Jaden Daniels, but Drake May's going shortly after. Marvin Harrison, okay. This is a trade-up position for another team like in Minnesota or at Denver to New England. They can get a receiver at that point. Malik Neighbors, interesting. Roma Dunze. Wow, okay. So it's quarterback, receiver. Olu Fashanu. I think if this were to stand, I think the Giants would take Joe Alt, but regardless, they're both gone. Dallas Turner, that seems to be a real thing. Jared Verse is going. Jaden Daniels to the Jets. Very interesting there. First time I saw it. Vikings get their J.J. McCarthy. And Marius Mims, a little low for him. I would go a Fontenot or a Fawaga over a Mims. But, hey, they're all gone, and they should be. Mims, I don't know, really should be gone. He should be on the board for us. Brock Bowers, Latu, okay. Latham, a Cooper DeJean, Terry and Arnold, Kenyon Mitchell. Wow. Look who's on the board for us. Brian Thomas Jr. went to the Dolphins. Don't see that happening. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Graham Barton. So we're sitting here number 24, okay? But I told you guys that I'm Captain Trade down here. What we got to see is how many guys would you take at this position and be happy? Well, you got Byron Murphy. Yes. I know it's not an offensive tackle, but he's that good. Jackson Powers Johnson. Yes. So that's 2 bodies that we could take here. Tyler Guyton. Yes. Zach Frazier. So to me, there's 4 guys on, like, within range that fits for the Dallas Cowboys. Defensive tackle, center, left tackle, and center in Zach Frazier. So that's what I would do. Okay, so let's look at the trade offers. We got 27 and 66, but they would want 24 and 87. So we're not really gaining anything. We're losing a 3rd-round pick. But, because we want that extra pick, I'm going to take this and see what pick I can get in a couple picks. Newton, Powers Johnson, Byron Murphy. All right, let's look again. So we lost two of our picks. We lost Jackson Powers Johnson and Byron Murphy. I love that, actually, both of those picks. So let's just see who's on the board. Tyler Guyton is still there, and we have Zach Frazier, and then we start getting into Cooper Beebe, Edger and Cooper, type situations. So let's look at the trades, because what we're sitting at now is we still got 4 picks. We got this pick. We got a higher 3rd-round pick is basically what we got for dropping. I would have tried to have, He got a little more, but let's see what the trade offers are. Trade offer 1, 47 and 70. Don't care for that. 54 and 85. So that's all that you're getting here. So what I'm going to do here is hide this, propose a trade. Let's just look and see where we could possibly drop. Let's talk about Washington at 36. Let's look at that. Propose a trade. Left hand ups. Let's go. We want 36. They want to jump back up. Boom. The price of doing business is going to be your 67. And we will throw you, let's try 233. I don't think that'll get it done. Rejected. Let's go back to the drawing board. Who is in the second round that we might? The Panthers. Let's look at the Panthers at 33. Let's propose Carolina. Boom. 33, 27. Let's see if we can get 64, and we will give them 216. Rejected. Nobody wants to play ball with us. Let's go with Carolina with their second pick. 39, 27. We want their 65, and we'll throw in a fifth. Man, we'll throw in a sixth. Damn, nobody wants to play with us. All right, so for shits and giggles, I just want to see how this looks, people. I want to see if we drop all the way to 47, what are we looking at? I just want to see it. So now what we're looking at here is we got 47, 56, 66, and 70. We got 4 top 70 players. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got 61 and 73, 63. So this one is tempting. That one's tempting. Let's see who's on the board. Edger and Cooper, I think we might have to take. We got Edger and Cooper. Jonathan Brooks. Who do we want? We want offense. Let's look at center. Von Prong Granger. So how I want it. Hold on. All right, let's go. So I have a game plan of getting Von Prong Granger. So I'm going to have to get him by 66. I want a running back, linebacker, defensive tackle. And let's look at our trade offers. 61 and 73. So or 63. We're not doing that. You can go scratch. So let's 61 and 73. So we want a linebacker, of course. He ain't gonna make 61, right? He ain't gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. But I will have 5 picks in the top 73 if I make that pick. I'm going to do it. We're going to lose our linebacker, but there are other linebackers out there, okay? So I'm going to do that trade just to show everybody what we could possibly end up with. Boom. Let's just see what happens here. Edger Cooper's gone. We knew that. All right. We're done. We're picking. We got right now 56, 61, 66, 73, 70, and 73. We are going to be picking a lot. We need to get a linebacker, a running back, a defensive tackle, an offensive center. We need those 4. So let's look. Offense, center, Von Prong Granger is there at 73. Offense, running back, Jonathan Brooks is staring us in the face. I don't think we can wait to take him. Let's look at defense, defensive tackle. We still got both of our guys that I like, Braden Fisk and McKinley Jackson, so I think we can wait on that. And linebacker, Peyton Wilson is sitting there. So we got 56 and 61. Okay. We're drafting Peyton Wilson here. We're going to draft Peyton Wilson. Hope Jonathan Brooks falls. If not, there's plenty of running backs. Let's ride, baby. Let's look at the offensive centers real fast. Granger, right? We're earmarking Granger. We need to get Granger as well. So let's go and get Peyton Wilson right now. Let's see what happens. I mean, Cooper Beebe was an option. We don't care about next year's pick. Sorry. So let's see. So we have our linebacker. Okay, so we need center. Do we want to wait on the center? We're coming up again on 66. We're going to take our center right. We're going to take our center right now. We're not messing around. We're getting Von Pron, a nasty center from Georgia. 108. No, we're going to reject that. 76 in the fourth. We're rejecting that. Okay, we are on the board. We got Peyton Wilson, Cedric Von Pron. We got 3 picks. What we want to do is get a defensive tackle, a running back, defensive tackle, running back, and we shall see who else we want, right? So, offense, let's go for our running back. Jonathan Brooks is still there. Let's go. Jonathan Brooks. Sorry, we're rejecting you, and we're rejecting you. So now we got our running back, we got our linebacker, offensive center, running back. We need a D tackle, and we need a D tackle in the worst way. Listen, pick the guy that you want. I may go for 2 defensive tackles. How's that? So I'm going to take Braden Fisk. My man shouldn't be here at this point, but we're going to go with him anyway. Braden Fisk to the Cowboys. And here we go again. 108, 129. Oof, that could be tempting. 76 and 207. You know what? I'll take that. Let's get another late round pick. Bang. Here we go. Ricky Pearsall went, really liked him, but let's reject this one. Let's reject that one. All right, let's trade. Let's see what we got. Peyton Wilson, Cedric Von Pron, Jonathan Brooks, Braden Fisk. Let's look at best available. Michael Hall is still there. Linebacker Cedric Gray. Do we want a linebacker? Do we another line? I mean, we're not taking another running back. Sorry. Jeremiah Trotter's there. McKinley Jackson, love him. If it's my draft, it's McKinley Jackson or Caleb Bullock. For the sense, wide receiver is there. I maybe should have thought about sticking and picking. Love Ricky Pearsall here, 6'1", 189. But again, I think they're going to give our guys a chance. Malik Washington I love, but not at this spot. Offensive tackle. Offensive guard. We got our center. Let's look at defense. Let's look at corner. I love Mike Sanistril. Not at this point. Maybe he drops. Again, look out for one of these safeties. I don't know who they like, Caleb Bullock or Cole Bishop. The edge rusher. Look out for, I know Prime Time, he liked him some Jonah Ellis. There's some guys later on that I like. Who's the guy that I like out of Baylor? Baylor, where's he at? Baylor. Yeah, I don't see him. So anyway, Maybe he's listed as a D tackle, but we're going to go with McKinley Jackson here. They worked him out. Let's go. We just beefed up our interior line. Mike Sanistril, my guy, went. That was an option there, Mike Sanistril. So let's see how this worked out. I just want everybody to understand that we could trade back, and get more picks, and we still could be okay. So, do I have any more picks left? No, I have a 20. See, I got a second round pick next year in this whole deal, but I got 5 picks. I got 5 top 76 picks. So let's look at the draft results. Let's let it finish. But just curious where guys are going. I just want people to understand that this is what can happen here. There is a way. I just want to see who's on the board at that point. You can trade and move around. Anyway, we're going to just stop it there. Well, I'll wait for it to go. Next time I'll do a fast draft. It's almost done. But see how you can not have a first round pick, trade down in the second round, don't get caught up in any specific names and still end up with a haul. We just locked up our defensive line with a young Braden Fisk, a young McKinley Jackson. We didn't need to bring back a Jonathan Hankins. That's the haul that we got. Peyton Wilson, Cedric. You got Peyton Wilson, arguably the number 1 linebacker, yes. And again, we could have went linebacker again, but I like the idea of going back-to-back defensive tackle. This is what we could do, people. Plus, you got a 2025 second-round pick to drop all the way down into the 40s before we even picked our first pick. Look at that. We got our starting running back. We just solidified our defensive tackle for years to come. Now you're looking at, wow, if we would have brought back Hankins, that would have made no sense. Well, this is telling you right now that this is why you potentially don't need a Jonathan Hankins. So that's what it is, people. We dropped down to 56 before our first pick. 56, 61. Don't you like that? That's what I want to do. Don't get caught up in a name. We got Cedric Von Granger. Put him up against JPJ out of Oregon. Less of an injury risk. He is nasty. Jonathan Brooks, best running back. And if you didn't want him, you could have just elevated everybody else. But he's the best running back in this draft. He's just coming off an ACL, a clean ACL that the Cowboys doctors are the one that operated on him. Already moving well. Get Braden Fisk and McKinley Jackson. Let's go. We still have a 6th and a 7th round draft pick. We got 5 top 76 players. That's how I want to go. That's how we have to go with the Dallas Cowboys. But that's it for me. Game time, Brian, otherwise known as a mailman. I may or may not do something later, but I'll be back to work tomorrow with my morning drive and my lunchtime chat, 2 o'clock Eastern, live from the mail truck. So I'll talk to everybody later. See you later. Happy Easter. Bye.